gravity on a certain type of bone marrow stem cells called MSCs, specifically for their capability to secrete bone-forming and bone-dissolving proteins. Researchers hope to use this experiment to further understand bone loss caused by spaceflight. And a final biology experiment that I want to highlight today aboard the Cygnus is called BRIC-25, or the Biological Research in Canisters. It aims to understand how the spaceflight environment microbial growth. By studying bacterial behavior in space, researchers hope to not only protect the astronauts' health in space, but also understand bacterial adaptations on Earth.
Matches the outline. The light is centered in the circle, and the circle is offset from the quarter center about a quarter vehicle width starboard on monitor 1, and it is centered on the quarter center in monitor 3.
Houston copies.
While the Cygnus cargo spacecraft was at the 250-meter hold point, engineers in Dulles noticed a slightly erratic behavior to a backup communication system that has now been restored. Teams pulled go to proceed, and the vehicle began its motion again. It's now proceeding to its next hold point at the 30-minute right now. We're estimating a capture time at approximately 4 a.m. Central, 5 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll then go off the air and continue our coverage at 5:30 a.m. Central Time, 6:30 a.m. Eastern.
Station Houston on Space to Ground 2. Confirm 30-meter hold and set up for capture per step 6 in 1.102.
Okay, station copies, and we see hold and range is 30 meters, and we'll perform step 3 of 1.110.
Good read.
Away.
Those are good words. Just a couple of seconds to see if it comes back out of alarm.
Okay, we copy.
Also, we'd like you to adjust the lab over the shoulder view. It looks like we came off the view there for a little bit.
Okay, I'll see if one of the other crew members can do that.
All right, Cygnus is ready to proceed to the capture point. Expect approach to resume shortly.
Cygnus is on the move once
Cygnus
again.
has resumed approach to the capture point. Monitor approach within 30 meters per step 7 in 1.102.
Copy Houston, step 7 and 1.102, and we do see approach, and primary range is 28 meters.
Copy. And we have a good over-the-shoulder view. Thank you.
It matches the outline. Light is centered on the circle, and circle is centered on the corridor center in both monitors.
So just as the spacecraft did at the 250-meter hold point, it held again at the 30-meter hold point and got the go from mission control to move past, and is now on the move once again, now 25 meters away from the space station. As a reminder, its goal is not to get to 0, but to kind of hang around the 10 to 12 meter mark, where NASA astronaut Laurel O'Hara will use the space station's robotic arm to grab the spacecraft. While delivering cargo is Cygnus's main job, it also serves an important function for the space station at the end of its mission. The astronauts on the space station cannot just go take out the trash wherever they want to. They have no shower and no washing machine for their clothes, so Cygnus is loaded with wet wipes, old clothes, gloves, food wrappers, anything that the astronauts don't want around their house. At the end of its mission, Cygnus burns up in Earth's atmosphere, essentially eliminating its onboard trash, so it's very great to have after all of the cargo is unpacked. Operations to robotically capture the Cygnus cargo spacecraft is underway now. The space station has moved into a configuration known as DSATS inhibited. Essentially, the space station has gyroscopes that help keep it in the correct position. And when Cygnus is being captured, flight controllers don't want the gyroscopes thinking that the space station's orientation is going out of whack, initiating those thrusters, so they're temporarily inhibited during this operation.
Capturing NG-20, 3,726 kilograms of cargo, including numerous crew provisions and research like 3D printing, semiconductor manufacturing, and remote robotic surgery demonstration. Welcome to ISS, Cygnus.
Thanks, Alex. On behalf of the Expedition 70 crew, we'd like to congratulate the Northrop Grumman and NASA team on a successful launch and capture.